So what? ConformityGate isn't real. But if you really, and I mean really need new Stranger Things, comic books, like always, have you covered. So we all know how shows, movies, and video games get tie-in comics, right? Well, in 2018, Dark Horse Comics published its first tie-in for Stranger Things, both to expand the franchise and tide fans over until the then upcoming third season. And I say first because since 2018, Dark Horse has actually released 11 miniseries, as well as a bunch of one-off specials and graphic novels. Okay, so Stranger Things has a bunch of tie-in comics, but are any of them actually good? They absolutely are. A lot of them were written by Jody Houser, who actually wrote one of my favorite DC Comics titles, Mother Panic. And I think she did a great job telling stories that fit really well in the Stranger Things universe. Of course, the main issue with the Stranger Things comics is that they came out alongside the show, and the creative team wasn't privy to a lot of the behind-the-scenes information. So what wound up happening was the comics would come out only for them to be later deemed non-canon by information that came out in newer seasons. Case in point, the second series, Stranger Things 6, revealed some of the other test subjects in Brenner's lab, each of whom had a unique power like Kali. But these subjects are radically different from the ones who actually appeared in the flashbacks to Eleven's time in the program in season 4. One-way canon is a big thing with tie-in comics like this, so definitely don't go into these stories thinking you're going to be getting hidden pieces of lore. That being said, even though these books aren't official canon, they are still incredibly fun reads. Stranger Things The Other Side goes into how Will survived his experience in the Upside Down. Stranger Things Dungeons & Dragons The Rise of Hellfire gave fans a new adventure with the fan-favorite character Eddie Munson. Hell, Dark Horse Comics went as far to give Stranger Things a crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not even a fan of the Turtles, but that was honestly a really funny idea. I know there's a lot of feelings of disappointment in the Stranger Things finale, and that's probably why people were really hoping that ConformityGate was a thing. And while that didn't pan out, there is a lot of supplemental Stranger Things material that is honestly really good. Sure, it's not canon, but in the end, all that matters is a good story, and a lot of these comics are really good, and they will scratch the itch if you desperately need more Stranger Things stuff. So if ConformityGate let you down, definitely check them out. And let me know in the comments if you want to hear more about these individual Stranger Things books.